And welcome to a Brampton Focus webisode. Canadian data says that in 2011, there was just over 1.4 million people who identified themselves as Aboriginal. That represents about 4.3% of the total Canadian population. First Nations people represented about 60% of the total Aboriginal population, and that's 2.6 of the total Canadian population. So you can see there is definite representation in our population. Many First Nations people live in Ontario and in the Western provinces. And Aboriginal people is a collective name, as a matter of fact. It's for the original peoples of North America and their descendants. So Aboriginal people in Canada consist three Aboriginal groups, one would say: First Nations, Inuits, and the Métis. And the First Nations are the original people of North America, and they identify themselves with tribes that belong to the Mohawk, the Cree, the Huron, the Ojibwe, and the Iroquois, and of course the Mississaugas, which come into the region of Peel. Brampton is hosting the very first Indigenous Festival, and that's happening on September 24th. And it is a traditional powwow and gala dinner. Now, if you've ever seen some of the traditional powwows and celebrations that our Indigenous people have, it's something worth seeing. On September 24th, the Brampton Fairgrounds, at 10 a.m., the gates open and everybody can come in. But at 12 o'clock, they have the grand entry, and that's something that you want to see. Also, the closing ceremony takes place at 6 p.m. We wanted to talk about that and learn a little bit more. So we invited Ms. Donna Keel here. Donna is the CEO of the Oneida Circle Group and Jules Cause. And basically, this is the lady that is making this happen. Donna, welcome to Brampton Focus, and thanks for being here today.
Thank you, Michael.
It's so very important for us to communicate to all our residents and all our community members how important our Indigenous community has made a contribution, and they were the first people here. And it is such a dynamic event. Tell us about this traditional powwow and what people can look forward to.
So as you said, it is Brampton's first Indigenous festival, and the colors, the history, the culture, the crafts, the celebration of the Indigenous people.
I've had the fortunate opportunity to see several exhibitions, the dancing, the music. It's not just an Indigenous person in a headdress. There is so much more. And you're holding this at the Brampton Fairgrounds. So not only do we have the dance and the festivities, but there's lots of other things that are happening at the same time.
Yes, we actually have multi-cultural showcasing, so lots of craft vendors across all of our different peoples that live in the area, and we do have a native marketplace that will be our elders and our craftspeople that come with their authentic crafts.
When you say our elders, I have great respect for one of our community members in Brampton. When he wants to raise attention or gain respect, have people listen to him, he holds an eagle feather, and it is a symbol of respect and a symbol of people to listen. When we talk about the grand opening, some people may not be acquainted with it. Give our folks at home a little bit of an idea of what they can look forward to in the grand opening of this, the first powwow and gala that's going to take place.
So our powwows are traditionally opened with the grand entry, and our powwows are in a circle form. So as we come in, we'll have an elder, flag bearers, the Canadian flag, the U.S. flag, our Six Nations flag will be bared, our warriors flag, and then we come in. All the dancers will parade through the circle and open the circle and open the world to spirit for us to come into.
I've produced actually a live lacrosse game for one of our major sports networks here in Canada, and I had the opportunity to see a grand entrance when they started off, and it is something to see the music, the feeling, the emotion. You talk about the colors, and the one thing which is so striking is the whole cross section of old, young, babies. I mean, it really is a spiritual moment, and what a great segue. I mean, spirituality is really a lot to do with our Indigenous people.
It is the heart of us, and also something that's symbolic with the powwow is the drumming, and the drum is symbolic for the beating of the heart, a mother's heart, and brings us all back to nature. So the whole culture, from, like as you said, elders to little ones, they're all on on the grass, and they're making.
It's a family event. It
Yes.
truly is a family. So let's talk about tickets. How do people get tickets? How do they gain more information to this?
So you can visit our website, oneidacircle.org and julescause.org, and you can order them online. You can call our office. Our office number is 416-743-2233. Our office is located in Etobicoke.
Now, you said Jules Cause, and we've got Jules' picture up here. I want you to give our folks at home, I have a little bit of background on this, and this is a very touching story. Fill in the blanks for us here. What is Jules' Cause?
So Jewel actually found me. Her spirit did anyways. 4 years ago, I started developing Oneida Circle. 2 years ago, I went into the Hamilton Regional Indian Center for a chance meeting and was talking about my other project. And I had the urge to pay it forward, to give back. And the counselor I was seeing at the time told me and introduced me to Jewel. Jewel Montour was 12 years old when she unfortunately committed suicide. And she never got to graduation. So her mom, Janie Jameson, started up a grad prom give back on our reserve in Six Nations, and she would collect gently used prom and grad attire.
What a beautiful story, yeah.
And give it back to her, and give it back to needy kids in her name. So Jules Cause will be helping with our donations this year, at least 100 kids, with the surplus going back to the reserve.
And the Oneida Circle is your native group.
Yes, that's our foundation.
Committee. That's
Yes.
your foundation.
Yes.
So give us the website again.
oneidacircle.org and julescause.org.
And if you were going to explain to someone about the passion, about the people, about the music, and about the spirituality that they will see, how would you put that in a bow for me?
It is an experience that will change your life. It moves you. It connects you to culture, to heritage, and it's a true representation of traditional Indigenous people in Canada.
Now, you're going to attract a lot of people. Organizations and events like this always do. There is an opportunity here for corporate participation. Are you looking for corporations or partners to be part of this? Again, it's happening on September 24th at Brampton Fairgrounds.
Yes, we are in need of corporate donations and sponsorship, and we do have that available through info@oneidacircle.org. And of course, the donations for the prom and grad attire, for sure. And all this money will go towards Jules Cause.
A fantastic occasion. Again, we encourage you on behalf of Brampton Focus to come to Brampton's very first Indigenous Festival. It's happening on September 24th. 10 a.m. is when the gates open. You've got the grand entry at 12 p.m., the closing at 6 p.m. It is a traditional powwow and a dinner, and it's at Brampton Fairgrounds. You've also got, just before we go, an important point, and I neglected that you've got a Juno Award-winning performer that's happening too. I neglected to say that. Who's going to be performing?
Crystal Shawanda. She actually just signed her contract with us today, so we're over the moon to announce her participation. So our gala dinner starts at doors open at 7. Tickets will be available soon. We got a lot of VIPs waiting to sign contracts right now. How much
are tickets?
Undecided. Okay. We haven't.
But reasonable.
Yes, reasonable, affordable. But we haven't put a number on it. We haven't solidified our budget for it. But Crystal will be making a 60-minute intimate and up-close performance and a meet and greet afterwards.
Tremendous. Well, we wish you the best of luck. Thank you very much.
Thank
Brampton's Indigenous Festival, again, September 24th at the Brampton Fairgrounds. Gates open at 10 a.m. Don't miss the grand entry. You won't be disappointed. This is, I'd like to thank Donna Keel, who is the CEO of Oneida Circle and Jules Cause, and we want to thank Donna for bringing this to our attention. This is a Brampton Focus webisode. We are interested in finding out if if you have an event or you have a cause that is of interest, we at Brampton Focus want to help you to bring that to the people of Brampton. You can contact us at bramptonfocus.ca. My name is Michael Charbon. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.